see, whole markets were operating through what it called a maximum things are going in online. Even it's from education, it's from even medical services. Also, if you need anything, you can call to doctor. You can get prescription and other things, medicine details. Once you receive the medicine list, then you can order medicine online, right? So if you see, market is become virtual nowadays, and it's become more comfortable because circumstances is like that only, and the nuclear family is also there. So nowadays, virtual market is a place. Market is a booming everywhere throughout the world, right? So whether it is physical or virtual, where transaction goods and services take place, exchange take place, transaction take place, we used to say market, right? In last class, I have discussed macroeconomics and microeconomics in brief because your subject name is macroeconomics, right? So I said like we are not going to touch microeconomics. Mostly we'll talk about macroeconomics. So what is macroeconomics? In last class, I have defined what is macroeconomics. Any one of you, please. What is macroeconomics? There are two types of economics, macroeconomics and microeconomics. Our focus is on macroeconomics. I defined both concepts. In brief, I defined both concepts, and I have shown you one slide, differentiation between what it call macroeconomics and microeconomics, if you remember that PPT, right? So what is macroeconomics? I want to know from you guys. Any one of you here, please.
We're considering at a large scale or at a national level.
Hmm, 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 hmm. Any example? Any example of macroeconomics? I have given numbers of examples. Yes,
Like
yes, tell me.
GDP.
GDP of the country.
GDP of the country means national income, right? What else? What else? I talked about
Per
employment
capita
part,
income.
per capita
Emplo-
income,
uh,
employment,
in, Inflation rate.
inflation, right? Recession, right? There are
Yes.
numbers of things which are in broader scale as a whole. Income of an individual we are not taking into consider. Income of whole population we are taking into consider, means in larger scale we are talking about, as a whole we are talking about, we are ignoring the individual part. Individual kind of study is known as microeconomics. Micro means small, whereas macroeconomics is larger scale. As a whole we are talking about unemployed of unemployed, an individual is unemployed, it doesn't matter, but once we are talking as a whole unemployment, that's become macroeconomics. It's become subject matter, right? As a whole we are talking. Okay, so
So,
yeah.
so I was saying that why we are learning macroeconomics over micro. So we are engineers. We'll be doing work at individual level or for a company or startup.
Yeah, see, first of all, it is designed by the department itself. Okay, so it would be better like if we have touched the microeconomics part also, because of your understanding. I touched demand part, right? If you remember demand, I defined over there, right? Competitive market
Yes.
and other part also I have. Just these are part of microeconomics, but see, in others branches, the microeconomics is also included. Some topics from microeconomics is also included over there. Productions, factor of production, other included. But in your syllabus, it is not included. Specifically, I don't know why. Maybe you guys are in second year, right?
Yes, sir.
So maybe in third year or fourth year, you may get another subject based on economics. I am not sure. First time I am teaching second year students. Okay. Normally, I used to teach economics in fourth year and third year, but I don't know exactly in your case. Okay. And another question you put, like, why macroeconomics? See, for example, it's not matter of an engineer. It's matter of every individual to know why inflation is taking place, how should make investment decision during inflation? First of all, you guys like you guys know inflation and other things, right? We'll discuss because topic is there, inflation topic is there. What is inflation? How we can control the inflation? What is the demerits of inflation? How inflation come into the market? We'll discuss all the details and you will get your answer. What is the benefit of studying macroeconomics? Okay, Megha?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Dheeraj, are you there? Dheeraj? Yeah, Dheeraj, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, can you play the screen, please? That PPT.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please present that PPT. Mm.
Is it okay, sir?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, Dheeraj. Okay. So today we are going to discuss national income. This topic I have given you in the last asynchronous class, if you remember. So though you guys have studied already in last asynchronous class, but I'm now starting it afresh as a fresh. Okay. Before coming to the national income, the word national, let's define income. What is income? What is income? Next, we'll come to the national income. This is a general question I am putting to you, all of you. I am placing in front of you all a general question. What do you mean by income? Go to the first slide. Dheeraj, first slide. Dheeraj, first slide, please. Just you please first PPT. Yeah. Yeah, fine, Dheeraj. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Dheeraj. Okay. So before discussing national income, just tell me what you mean by income.
The revenue which we receive upon doing some
Okay.
task or work.
Okay. Who is this? Who is this? Who
I'm
is
Vaibhav,
speaking?
sir.
वैभव ओके
And
वैभव फिर से बोलो ना वैभव इनकम से आप क्या समझते हैं
it is revenue which we receive upon doing services or any task which we work towards people.
ओके 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 anyone else very good Dheeraj I mean Vaibhav very good anyone else what is income what is income okay as Vaibhav said it is receiving revenue receiving money you know gaining what it called like monetary value like sometimes we are receiving in materials but we are converting into monetary terms so whatever we are receiving it may be because of our work because of our efforts because of our resources because of our investment whatever we are receiving that is known as income so after graduation you guys will join as an engineer I believe so what will be your income source what will be your income source what will be your income source
Company.
income source is your job right you will work
Yeah.
over there right you will work over there okay so before coming to the national income, when I say income, income is a word which means what we are receiving during a particular period. It's maybe week, it's maybe one day, it's maybe month, it may be fortnight, it may be yearly. For example, whatever we are receiving, that will be known as income. For example, after graduation, if you join any job, you will receive salary. From your salary, you invest some money into the share market. You are investing some money for some partnership works. You are receiving money, you are receiving monetary values from various sources. That's become income for you. That's become individual income. Now coming to the family income. What is your family income? Normally, for example, family income 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 1 lakhs, 50,000, XYZ. In family income, maybe father is the only one who is gaining income. He's maybe the only source. Maybe parents are working. Maybe some elder sons, elder daughter also working. There can be many sources. So if it is one, even if it is some members also working, that will become family income. Individual income means I am earning. Once I am calculating others, those who are working in my family, will add up and that will become family income. Now, when we are talking about national income, every individual of this country, every individual person is Indian. And whatever we are contributing, it will be calculated and that will become national income. Whether it is private, whether it is public, every earning will be adding up over there and it will be known as national income. The sources can be from my agricultural product, from manufacturing, from salary, from XYZ. All the values, all the materials will get a monetary value and that will be known as national income for a particular period, normally for 1 year. We used to calculate national income for a year, not for 1 month or 2 months or 3 months, because this is a challenging job, right? Okay, please go to the next PPT, please. Here you can see some definitions of national income. Introduction, meaning, and the labor and the capital of country acting on its natural resources produce annually a certain net aggregate of commodities, materials and immaterial, including service of all kinds. This definition is given one of the economics, Marshall. Another definition is there, National Income Committee of India, 1951. According to them, a national income estimate measures the volume of commodities and service turned out during a given period, counted without duplication. Right? So, if you see, this definition is very precise. Here it's talking about estimation of volume of commodities and service, whatever we are producing in a particular year. And there should not be no duplication, means there should not be duplication in counting, right? National income is a collection of goods and services reduced to a common basis by being measured in terms of money. According to Hicks, he is telling like whatever the goods and services we are producing, put them some monetary value and that will be known as national income. Remember one thing, we are talking here national economy means we are talking about geographical boundary of a particular country. National income is defined as the total market value. Remember this. This is very accurate and very valid and very elaborative definition of national income. National income is defined as the total market value of all the final goods and services produced in an economy in a given period of time. That thus it measures the monetary value of the flow of output of final goods and services produced in an economy over a period of time. Such a precise definition, such a clear definition given for national income. Whatever I say till now regarding national income, it is precised here. Can any one of you again read this definition? Last one. Can any one of you just read it once? Can any one of you just read it once? Yes, am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just can any one of you read it once? Last definition.
National income. It is defined as the total market value of all the final goods and services produced in an economy in a given period of time. Thus, it measures the monetary value of the flow of output of final goods and services produced in an economy over a period of time.
Over a period of time. Now let's come into some practical examples. Remember one thing, in national income, both private sector, public sector, individuals, whatever we are contributing, it's recorded over there. How much salary I'm earning, it's recorded in the record. How much materials I'm producing, how much materials I have purchased. From all these sources, they can get the information, they can collect the information. I can also give my information, what was the turnover, what was the purchase for a particular period of time, right? But final thing is, we are putting financial value, we are putting monetary value. Whatever goods and services we are producing, we are putting some values on that. And that value is known as national income. Okay? Yeah, please, next slide, please. Here you can see nature of national income. Therefore, all the above definitions make it clear that national income is a monetary measure of all products and services in an economy during a period of period. Normally, we are talking about for a year counted without duplication. For example, whatever one, for example, I have purchased materials from a seller. So I have purchased materials from that seller. Seller will show it, he has sell 5,000 unit to XYZ Limited. Again, XYZ Limited purchased from that seller will not be counted because that value is getting repeat. So only one will and one entry will done over there. Okay, there should not be duplication. Both in the public and private sectors of products and services. See, here both public and private we are taking into consideration. In consumption, capital goods sector. What is capital goods? Any idea? Capital goods? What is capital goods? Any idea? You can search internet also and you can tell me. What is capital goods? You can search internet and you can tell me. Take your time and search it. What is capital goods?
Intermediate products.
थोड़ा सा define करो इसको, define this point.
Sir,
Capital goods. Hmm. Tell
the
me.
goods that are used to produce other goods.
Very good, very good. Who is this?
Satvik.
Yeah, before you, who has spoken?
Shravan, sir.
Uh-huh.
Shravan.
Yeah, you are also right, but you are not able to elaborate that term. Intermediates means that goods will in between. It will use for production purpose. For example, the machineries purchased for producing shoes. The machineries will become capital goods, right? Is it clear? Okay. The net gains from international transaction. Okay. What can be the international transaction? What can be the international transactions? Any idea what can be the international transaction?
So it includes a lot of things like exports, imports, and also remittances from abroad.
Export, import, remittance, purchasing also. For example, Ministry Government of India is purchasing lots of things, lots of weapons from other countries, right? And because of that, we are, we have to pay that amount, and that transaction will become known as international transaction. Whenever we are doing transaction between two countries or other countries, that will become international transaction only, right? Okay. Next PPT, please. Nature of national income. We are continuing it here. National income can be estimated at current or constant price. Can any one of you read this PPT? Can any one of you read it, please? I'll help you to explain, elaborate. Yes. Can any one of you explain it, please?
So
Yes, can I? Yeah.
GDP can be calculated um, in its widest way. If you look
No,
at it,
no,
GDP
just read this PPT.
one.
Read this PPT.
Oh,
Read this
sorry,
PPT.
national income can be estimated at current or constant prices. If it is estimated on the basis of prevailing prices, it is called nominal at nominal price. That is, it's not adjusted for inflation. And if it is measured on the basis of fixed price, that is, it takes a point of time or in some base year. That is known as constant price adjusted for inflation. So it can also be estimated at factor cost or market prices. National income at factor cost is estimated as the sum of net value added by the different producing units and consumption of fixed capital. The contribution of each producing unit to the current flow of goods and services is known as net value added. Conceptually, the value of in, national income, whether estimated at market price or factor cost, must be identical. It is because the final value of goods and services must be equal to the cost involved in their production.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much. So here one topic is like factors of production: land, labor, capital, right? And entrepreneurs profit we used to calculate as a entrepreneurs we used to treat as factors of production. These are the things we can use in production. These are the things we can get revenue if we are utilizing them. That's why they're known as factors of production. And if you are trying to calculate national income, there can be two ways. One is in constant price, another is in current price. So once we are calculating national income at current price, we are giving into particular period, we are giving into focus here. But once we are talking about national income at a constant price, we are taking some base year for fixing the rate. Base year we are taking. Okay. And remember one thing, in comparison between current and constant price. Always constant price method is perfect method, because that method can treat you, if there is any fluctuation, if there is any inflation, that will keep every matter into their consideration. But current will never consider what happened in the past, why it was more, why it was less. They're ignoring all the aspect. They're giving much more importance in the present. Okay. Yeah, next PPT please. Yeah, there are some concepts which are related with national income. We used to say concepts of national income. There can be gross domestic product concept, GDP. There can be net domestic product. There can be gross national product, GNP. There can be net national product, NNP. There can be personal income, PI. There can be disposable income, DI. There can be per capita income, PCI. There are numbers of concepts involving in national income. First, let's talk about gross domestic product. Can any one of you would like to explain what do you mean by GDP? Voluntarily, I am asking to you, all of you. Can any one of you just enlighten the topic gross domestic product? Yes. Yes. Hello.
Total goods and services that are provided within the country.
Within the country in a given year, in a particular year, right? Here, one domestic word is there. It means within India itself, within the geographical boundary in India itself. It doesn't matter foreign company producing in India. They are producing within the boundary of India, so we'll calculate that one also. That's why it is known as gross domestic product. Can you go to the another slide, next slide, please? Here you can see gross domestic product. Gross domestic product is the money value of all final goods and services produced by the factors of production within the domestic territory, borders of a country during an accounting year. Here, most important thing is in the next paragraph. GDP is geographically focused. It includes only output produced within a nation's border, regardless of whose factors are used. Regardless of whose factors are used, whose means whether you are outsider or whether you are Indian, but your